Hello and good morning. Okay. So the live stream takes a second to get started, but I want to make sure that it actually started before saying anything. So, good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, and the temperature is currently 64 degrees outside. It is nice and gray outside. Clouds covering the entire sky. Rain all over the place. And we have radio. There we go. I guess I can turn the radio off. That works too. Like always, if you're watching over on YouTube, it is being broadcast from YouNow. I cannot see the chat. If you'd like to chat, you need to be on YouNow. But it is morning drive time, so I'm not actively reading the chat. So if you do a donation or something like that, I can't see it. Every once in a while I'll see them, but it's like watching a billboard. I don't text and drive. So that's about that. That's it. Great. And thank you for becoming a fan. What? Hey, Code. Hi. Good morning. I like the morning chats in the morning time. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not a morning person. I don't get up well. I don't go to bed on time. I'm not the type of person that gets up and is like, oh, hey. No. Give me some coffee, and I'm not the kind of person that just pops out of bed and is ready to go for the day at all. Hi, Code. Hi, Code. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Just so you know, it is only about a 15-minute, 20-minute episode or drive time because I'm on my way to work. I get asked a lot of questions like, what do you do? I am an application developer analyst. Application development analyst. I used to have programmer in my name somewhere. It was like application programmer analyst. It is 1:46 p.m. Yeah, that makes sense. It is 7:47 right now at 6 hours for UK time. And you guys don't have daylight savings time, right? So you don't like drop an hour during the fall time and then go forward an hour in the springtime, right? You do? Well, why does Siniac? Oh, wait, no, you're in a different section. You're in a different area. You think it's dumb? Well, nowadays it is. I mean, the original reason that we did it was to save on candle wax for burning the midnight oil. But, I mean, tradition's tradition, so we just kind of kept with it. And people were like, man, it's way too dark to get up this early to go feed my chickens and cows. So, I mean, we kind of kept with it. So, I don't know. I think we could probably get rid of daylight savings time nowadays. Oh, like I said, I can't actively read the chat, but I can look every once in a while. What I really like about today's society is the technology. Like the speed at which we communicate, the reach that we have. And I mean, for example, some 37-year-old guy in Missouri can lead a normal programmer life, have a family, kids, and then speak to the world. And I mean, it's up to the world to listen, but I mean, we've got people from all over the world listening into a podcast at the moment that's live from little old me, from just a person. And that's for anybody. Um, I've got a point to this actually, and I'll get to it in just a second. Um, one of the biggest things is how we responsibly use that information, how we control the information, because quite recently there was an attack. There was a bombing. There was actually 9 bombings total. And I know, I'm going to keep this family friendly. I know that a lot of my younger viewers might be confused as to why it's happened or why things like this happen in the first place. And I want you to know that it's not new. Oh, thank you. The attacks that are happening, they have a new form of communication, and they have a faster and greater reaching thing in today's society because of our technology. I don't think the government was wrong in shutting down all the social media communication, because for one, it didn't put people's lives being taken on live stream. But we also saw that just recently with the mosque and the Facebook thing. Like, the communication needs to be responsible. It was out and it got leaked and it was fast. The same thing goes in reverse, because the social media was the way that they were communicating to initiate the attacks. So what I'm trying to say is, taking it from a macro level down to a micro level. I did a lot of stupid stuff growing up. I did a lot of stuff that I would be very embarrassed about if it had gotten out, if something had happened. And if a few of my friends found out and snickered, and then I got made fun of at school, that's one thing. That is a small scale, haha, you messed up, happening. But our kids, our young children, and I don't want to say young children, because Nathrix, you're actually, you're in the category for this. You're growing up in an age where if you mess up or if you do something and it gets out on social media, that is the world's platform. That is an entirely different scale of embarrassment, or an entirely different scale of reaction. And don't get me wrong, it's the exact same thing, just on a macro, on a macro level. It's very huge. And it's the internet. So if you say something on the internet, it stays forever. And it'll fade with interest over time, but it doesn't go away. So, making good choices, making good decisions, and keeping your privacy private. That's always been a thing that I've tried to tell people, and it's always been a good idea. But when somebody messes up, it is a mess up. It is something that you can't get over. And part of this, actually, I know I'm comparing bombings and social medias and everything else, but part of this rolls into what has been recently happening with Peep Guy. And it's out there. It's on the internet, and it's there forever. But that is a scale that is the world stage. And you can get over it. It'll take time. If I were to say the name Tanya Harding, a lot of people don't know the name, but I mean that's in a different level. It is a different level of embarrassment. So that's all I want to say. I love you guys. I love the internet. I love the technology that we're living in. But we got to be careful. And it's not just the embarrassment part. I mean, hackers, the hacking industry, the hacking world, it has changed. And people's idea of security has changed because I work for a company, right? And that company trusts me with their information. Now, the weakest link in any company, any business, is the human, is the person. Code is streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube. You now. Okay, I think that's it. And it's being recorded for archive. So if you missed the stream and you're watching this in an archive, thank you so much. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Sorry, completely lost track of where I was going with that. That's okay. The coffee will bring it back. Okay, I forgot what I was talking about. There's something about hackery. Oh, hacking has changed. Like, hacking used to take work. If you wanted to find out information about somebody or if you wanted to try and compromise a system, you had to put some work into it. Today's hacking, guys, like, tracking someone is nowhere near the scale of what it used to be. I have tracked people down nowadays, and it literally takes me a couple of hours, if that. It does not take long to track somebody down. Now, granted, I am still gray hat. I am a white hat, but every once in a while. Coffee is yummy, but it's bad for your health. Actually, freshly brewed coffee contains enzymes that are good for you. What? Yes, look it up. In fact, it's changed. As long as you're not drinking heavy amounts of cream and sugar with your coffee, and you're basically drinking, and don't get me wrong, I add sugar to my coffee. But coffee actually has healing benefits, and it actually has, like, good benefits to it. So, there's coffee is good, yes. Now, excessive amounts of coffee, like to the degree that I drink coffee, probably bad for me. And I've got G Fuel with me. But I'm using the G Fuel kind of like, no offense, like a medication. And the fact that it's got the other chemicals with it. G Fuel is the first time that I've had that same focus that caffeine gives me. G Fuel! Oh, a little bit of announcement. They got back to me, and apparently I am not the gamer that they were looking for. Not the gamer that you're looking for. Anyhow, they told me that I could revisit it later for partnership or sponsorship sometime. But apparently, 100,000 subscribers and Roblox YouTuber don't mix for G Fuel. I didn't tell them that I also play. I also play Fortnite. I'm actually really good. By the way, I'm up to Division 4. I'm halfway through the first part of Division 4, so I'm at the competitive level. Lucky you guys who does vlogging. Yeah, Nathrix is real. Oh dear. Traffic is slowed down to a crawl. I am currently going 40 miles per hour, so that only means one thing, that there was a wreck up here somewhere. So, Nathrix, when you coming back to being family friendly? Code, when are we collaborating? I don't know, dude. There's been a lot of stuff happening over the last couple of weeks. Tyler C. Okay, this is just me asking, you don't have to answer. When did you first start getting into hacking? Like, and I'm not talking like, oh, I got scripts. I'm talking about actually knowing what you're doing. Yo, Nathrix, I know you want Code. I heard. Have you heard of Trade Coffee? I've not heard of Trade Coffee. Although I do want to make a Roblox game called Coffee Trader. About 2 years or less. That's about right. Like fair trade. Labeling coffee fair trade, it doesn't. I'm not going to get into it. My first hackery experience, I was 14 years old, and I had been messing with a guy in a chat room because he made me mad for some reason. I don't even remember what he was saying. And, by the way, lesson learned, nobody's ever going to remember what you said to them, but they're definitely going to remember how you made them feel. I've said this multiple times, so let me go and grab some coffee because I am about that coffee life. Hey. Coffee bros. When Code had 8K or 20,000K, I don't know, but a long time ago. I still remember my 5 to 7K mark. 6,000, 7,000, anyways. And that's not to, like, discredit the number. Like, 100,000 people. 100,000 people is, like, bigger than most villages. A lot of towns. Was the sub since... You've been sub since what? Your plat coming soon? I just verified it like 3 days ago. I verified it this weekend. I got worried and I contacted them like it was 2 weeks. I waited 2 weeks and then I contacted the creator support. And they're like, oh, you have to wait 21 days after reaching it. I'm like, nobody else did. Like, everybody else that I saw getting the plaque at the same time has already got their plaque. And I mean, it was not 21 days. So I think I'm being discriminated. Oh my gosh, what was that? King Fairy just dropped 5,000 bars, dude. Oh my gosh. King Fairy just rocketed into first place. And nobody's going to be able to catch him on this stream. There's not a single person in here. Well, okay. I take that back. Nathrix, you could probably catch him. Don't do it. Save the money, bro. Do the YouTube thing. 5,000 bars. That is incredible. King Fairy, thank you. Rich people since 10,000 bars. Do it, Nathrix. How much money is that? I can't see it myself. Like, I can't see it. If I were in a chat, I could see it. You'd have to calculate it out how many bars cost so much, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure there was a lot. That was probably like $35, something like that. Wow. Wow. Oh, it was a free spin. Nice. By the way, you guys do have free spins down there every 24 hours. You don't have to spend them on me because I'm not allowed to ask for them myself. But, you know, if you want to spend it on your favorite YouTuber or YouNower, you can, and that's your choice. $50 for 6,000 bars. Wow. Baking Luke for 100 likes. Thank you so much. We're only at 371 likes. How do you spin? You click on the little gift at the bottom right of the chat, and then you look, and there should be a thing called a free spin. You can use it if you want. It's up to you, and you can hit it every 24 hours. So I do drive time every day, the same time, from about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, my time, Central Time. Yo, bro, Matt says, @CodePrimate, hi. Doing the @CodePrimate doesn't do anything here, but thank you. Appreciate it. I am pulled in, so I gotta go. And you guys know I don't do the outro. I do the darkness, wetness, whiteness. Thank you for the 50 bars, Nathrax. Tobuscus. Yes, it is. Don't tell them. Half of them don't know who Tobuscus is. I'm just kidding. I love Tobuscus, and that's where I got it from. You can't really do darkness anymore, but it works. Oh, yeah, it's your thing. Go look at my first Minecraft video. It's literally called the Tobuscus Tribute. So, Code, why are you ignoring me? I'm not Bacon Luke. In fact, I called your name a second ago. All right. I love you guys very much. Have a great night. We'll talk to you, or day.